I mentioned when Shinsuke lost that his reign was just another waste, and people on Thread said he lost because it was a death in the family. Fast forward to 1 week later, he's in Spain and he's in another match. But the post I made, well, first of all, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it makes sense because Shinsuke is actually from Spain, so he probably just went to the funeral and then just went to the
Josh.
and then he just no, that makes sense. That makes sense actually. So I'm bugging. But the post I made was about Shinsuke wasn't necessarily about him losing then and there because I mean I was fine with him losing then and there. It was more about how they had him stalk people for like multiple weeks and then not defend against anyone but other than LA Knight. So that was the biggest thing. I didn't have any problem with him losing. It was just the fact how his reign was actually presented, and it was just a weak reign and just another Shinsuke Nakamura reign that was had high hopes but ended up falling flat.
Yeah, that's I was very critical of Shinsuke's reign. I was kind of hopeful because it seemed like this time he had character investment behind what he was doing, but it became fairly evident after the first few weeks that my hopes were for nothing. And that's exactly what it was. In retrospect, I mean, this is third time's the charm usually, and we've seen nothing different. It's the exact same thing. It's like this. It's almost it's written to his contract. He wins the championship, and then they don't have anything else for him. He signed it, but when it comes down to one of the things I pointed out here, I had on my notes was it's interesting here that Nakamura has wrestled 2 consecutive weeks. Last week he lost the championship, right?
Yes,
And then he lost to Damien. Well,
it was
he
a
had the DQ.
DQ, so technically he won.
No,
Oh no, Damien won.
Damien got hit.
Yeah, you're right.
Uh, but the point is, he's wrestled on 2 consecutive shows. Do you see where I'm getting at with this?
Yeah,
He did something these past 2 weeks he did that he didn't do his entire title reign.
I'm sure it's gonna pay off in 3 years, so I'm not worried. I could definitely see it paying off in probably like 3 to 5 years. He's gonna become a champion again, and it's gonna be worth it. I can see it because they build it like if you see Triple H's is his idea. They're building up Shinsuke to be like he's supposed to be that guy, but he's not really that guy. But he wants to be that guy. But then in the future, he will be that guy eventually, maybe. So
Right.
yeah,
And then if he's not the guy then if you just wait like 2 more years, he might be the guy then.
he might be. Yeah. So like you just gotta trust the long term storytelling. That's what I always say. Um, that's what I used to say to my mom when I got a D in Spanish. Like trust the long term storytelling, mom. Like it's not over yet. Come on.
Every story has a climax. This is what the turning point.
Like this ain't it. Come on.
It'll be okay.
This is gonna be good. Trust me. So I still get my ass whooped, but you know how it is. But yeah, so but yeah, that's the only thing.